Hey, good afternoon from Engadget. It's Friday, November 13th. I'm Imran Sheikh, and here's what's happening in the world of technology. Brought to you by the SoFi Daily Podcast. Reaching financial independence starts with having the right information. Every weekday morning, SoFi keeps you up to date with important business news, stock market happenings, and how they affect your financial life. Search for SoFi, S-O-F-I, wherever you get your podcasts. A little more than a week after the election, Twitter is giving some additional insight into the effectiveness of its efforts to curb the spread of election misinformation. Between October 27th and November 11th, the company labeled about 300,000 tweets for disputed and potentially misleading content. That accounts for about 0.2% of all election-related posts during that time, according to the company. Of the 300,000 with labels, a much smaller subset, 456 tweets, received more aggressive labels that included a warning users had to click through before they could view the tweet in question. These tweets were also blocked from being retweeted or liked. The company didn't indicate how many of those tweets came from Donald Trump, but several dozen of his tweets have had labels applied since he first began tweeting on election night. Twitter did note that most of its labels were applied quickly and that 74% of the people who viewed those tweets saw them after we applied a label or warning message. Overall, these labels led to a 29% decrease in quote tweets, which Twitter says could be a sign that its efforts to reduce the spread of misinformation were successful. However, the company also acknowledged that other steps may not have had the intended effect. For example, a change that removed algorithmic recommendations from users' timelines didn't seem to have an effect on misinformation. Twitter said it will reinstate the feature. In politics, TikTok will live to see another day. According to the Wall Street Journal, the U.S. Department of Commerce won't push through an order that would have forced the platform to shut down today. The agency cited a preliminary injunction a judge in Philadelphia granted TikTok in late October when a group of influencers on the platform brought a lawsuit against the federal government. The Commerce Department said it won't enforce the order pending further legal developments. There are currently 2 ongoing legal cases in which TikTok is involved as it tries to avoid a complete ban. Leading up to this most recent development, the Trump administration's Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States, CFI-US, had set today as the deadline for TikTok parent company ByteDance to divest itself of its U.S. assets. In September, the company put forward a proposed deal that would see Oracle and Walmart claim a 20% stake in a newly formed TikTok global entity. President Trump approved the agreement in concept, but there's been little movement on it ever since. In fact, in recent weeks, CFI-US has reportedly stopped communicating with TikTok as the company has tried to hammer out the details of its agreement with Oracle. If you want to catch the latest tech news as it's happening, check out Engadget.com or tune in again every weekday.